Hi, welcome back to my tutorials. Today I just wanted to do a really quick information session on Skinner blends. And the reason for this is because when I first started doing polymer clay, I learned about Skinner blends. And a Skinner blend is pretty much the basis of so many things that you do. And so if you don't know what a Skinner blend is or how to do it, it's kind of hard to do a lot of the projects that you will find throughout books, internet, YouTube, you name it. So even though I learned the Skinner blend, I didn't learn that there was 100 different ways to do a Skinner blend until just a few months ago when I started seeing different things on YouTube and different things on the internet, and I thought, wow, I really need to figure out what the difference is here between all these different Skinner blends. So I just wanted to show you really quick what the difference is between these. All I did was take a cookie cutter and I cut out squares of black and white. And the reason I use black and white is because that'll show you what the difference is between the colors. And the black and white, it has the biggest contrast. So I wanted to kind of show how that affects. Now, of course, you could use any colors, but this is just really good to show you how it's going to affect your Skinner blend. So I took black and white and I made a square out of it, and I cut it in half to make a triangle, and then I put the triangles together. And on this one you can see that I did very even triangles where you put the corners to the corners and then you have half and half. And with that, what that ended up with was a nice Skinner blend that goes from just a little bit of white on one end all the way through the gray scale to black on the other end. And this is really good for a lot of projects where you don't want the colors on either end. You just want the blends all the way through. And then I took my handy dandy little measuring tool here and I measured about 1/4 of an inch. And I took black and white again, and this time I left 1/4 of an inch color on either end. And then when I did the Skinner blend, what happened was I had a little bit of white and a little bit of black at either end. And I really like this because it's not too much white and black at either end, but it's just enough to give you the effect of basically having what's the word I'm looking for? The full coloring at either end. Then I added another 1/4 inch, where's my inch, on this next one. So now I have a 1/2 inch here and a 1/2 inch here. And I did my Skinner blend this way, and what I came out with was more color on either end. So I have more black on one side and more white on the other, and then I have the blending through the middle. And following with that, I did another 1/4 inch, which would make it 3/4 of an inch on either end. And this is what I came out with that. I had a lot of white and black on either end and some very, very centered coloring in the middle. And the difference between this and this, which, let's see if I can get them, which is spot on here on either corner and 3/4 of an inch at either end, is this. There's quite a bit of difference here. You know, you've got a lot of gray from light to dark on one of them, and you've got a lot less on the other. So in the end, the difference between your Skinner blends is going to depend on whether or not you have right triangles, or whether you decide to take your triangles and leave a little bit on either end. And you know, I mean, there's no right way or wrong way. It basically just depends on what you're looking for with your project. And that's pretty much it. There's other ways to do it. There's, you know, the the method of making like a plug, and there's all kinds of other things, but this is the basic Skinner blend, and this is the basics of how to figure out whether or not you're going to have, you know, this fully blended or this, whoops, with your colors at either end. I hope that cleared something up for you. Thank you.